챕터 1에서는 베넷 부인이 부유한 미혼 신사 빅리가 이웃으로 이사 온다는 소식을 듣고 남편에게 꼭 먼저 찾아가 인사하라고 재촉했었는데요. 그런데 오늘 챕터 2에서는 그 부탁을 둘러싼 베넷 부부의 티격태격한 대화가 계속 이어집니다. 서로 다른 성격 때문에 생기는 대화가 정말 현실 부부 같아서 듣다 보면 절로 웃음이 나실 거예요.
자식들 시집장가 문제로 투닥거리는 오늘날 우리 부모님 모습이랑 비슷하기도 해서 시대를 불문하고 자녀의 앞날을 걱정하는 부모의 마음은 다 똑같구나 싶어요.
그렇습니다. 자, 과연 베넷은 아내의 부탁대로 행동했을까요? 그럼 지금부터 제인 오스틴의 오만과 편견 챕터 2 함께 들어보겠습니다. 편안하게 흘려 들어보세요.
Chapter 2 Mr. Bennet was among the earliest of those who waited on Mr. Bingley. He had always intended to visit him, though to the last always assuring his wife that he should not go, until the evening after the visit was paid she had no knowledge of it. It was then disclosed in the following manner. Observing his second daughter employed in trimming a hat, he suddenly addressed her.
I hope Mr. Bingley will like it, Lizzie.
We are not in a way to know what Mr. Bingley likes, said her mother resentfully, since we are not to visit. But you forget, Mamma, said Elizabeth, that we shall meet him at the assemblies, and that Mrs. Long has promised to introduce him. I do not believe Mrs. Long will do any such thing. She has 2 nieces of her own. She is a selfish, hypocritical woman, and I have no opinion of her.
No more have I, said Mr. Bennet. And I am glad to find that you do not depend on her serving you.
Mrs. Bennet deigned not to make any reply, but, unable to contain herself, began scolding one of her daughters. Don't keep coughing so, Kitty, for heaven's sake. Have a little compassion on my nerves. You tear them to pieces.
Kitty has no discretion in her coughs, said her father. She times them ill.
I do not cough for my own amusement, replied Kitty fretfully. When is your next ball to be, Lizzie? Tomorrow fortnight. Aye, so it is, cried her mother. And Mrs. Long does not come back till the day before, so it will be impossible for her to introduce him, for she will not know him herself.
Then, my dear, you may have the advantage of your friend and introduce Mr. Bingley to her.
Impossible, Mr. Bennet, impossible when I am not acquainted with him myself. How can you be so teasing?
I honor your circumspection. A fortnight's acquaintance is certainly very little. One cannot know what a man really is by the end of a fortnight. But if we do not venture, somebody else will, and after all, Mrs. Long and her nieces must stand their chance, and, therefore, as she will think it an act of kindness, if you decline the office, I will take it on myself.
The girls stared at their father. Mrs. Bennet said only, Nonsense, nonsense.
What can be the meaning of that emphatic exclamation? Cried he. Do you consider the forms of introduction and the stress that is laid on them as nonsense? I cannot quite agree with you there. What say you, Mary? For you are a young lady of deep reflection, I know, and read great books, and make extracts.
Mary wished to say something very sensible, but knew not how.
While Mary is adjusting her ideas, he continued, Let us return to Mr. Bingley.
I am sick of Mr. Bingley, cried his wife.
I am sorry to hear that, but why did you not tell me so before? If I had known as much this morning, I certainly would not have called on him. It is very unlucky, but as I have actually paid the visit, we cannot escape the acquaintance now.
The astonishment of the ladies was just what he wished, that of Mrs. Bennet perhaps surpassing the rest, though when the first tumult of joy was over, she began to declare that it was what she had expected all the while. How good it was in you, my dear Mr. Bennet, but I knew I should persuade you at last. I was sure you loved your girls too well to neglect such an acquaintance. Well, how pleased I am, and it is such a good joke, too, that you should have gone this morning and never said a word about it till now.
Now, Kitty, you may cough as much as you choose,
said Mr. Bennet. And as he spoke, he left the room, fatigued with the raptures of his wife. What an excellent father you have, girls, said she, when the door was shut. I do not know how you will ever make him amends for his kindness, or me either, for that matter. At our time of life, it is not so pleasant, I can tell you, to be making new acquaintances every day. But for your sakes, we would do anything. Lydia, my love, though you are the youngest, I dare say Mr. Bingley will dance with you at the next ball. Oh, said Lydia stoutly. I am not afraid, for though I am the youngest, I'm the tallest. The rest of the evening was spent in conjecturing how soon he would return Mr. Bennet's visit and determining when they should ask him to dinner. 오늘의 이야기. 오늘은 베넷 씨의 장난기 넘치는 성격이 가장 잘 드러나는 장면이었습니다. 아내는 끝까지 빅리 씨를 찾아가라고 재촉하지만 사실 베넷은 이미 누구보다 먼저 그를 만나고 돌아온 뒤였죠. 그 사실을 한참 동안 숨긴 채 가족들을 놀리다가 마지막 순간에야 밝히면서 모두를 깜짝 놀라게 합니다. 이 장면은 단순한 농담처럼 보이지만 베넷 부부의 상반된 성격과 가족의 유쾌한 분위기를 자연스럽게 보여줍니다. 현실적인 엄마와 능청스러운 아빠의 티격태격은 200년이 지난 지금도 낯설지 않게 느껴지죠. 다음 챕터에서는 빅리와 그의 친구 다하시가 본격적으로 등장하며 이야기가 조금씩 새로운 방향으로 흘러가기 시작합니다.